Let's get down to business. Meghan Markle, honestly, I wasn't going to talk about it. I really don't want to talk about it, but I don't know if I'm going to have to do some algorithm thing to make sure people are still watching my videos because, I haven't gotten a subscription in a while. So this is, the sacrifice I have to make to be a YouTuber. I have to talk about current events. And this current event is kind of stupid and annoying. We all know that Meghan Markle is white passing. A lot of people, when you look at her in a crowd of white people, yes, she is ethnic. She is ambiguous. But put her in a group of black people, people are going to think she's white. And that's the privilege. The whole thing about it is I'm for all women. I am for all ethnic people, black, Asian, Hispanic, or otherwise. So I feel the need to still be okay, you know what? Meghan Markle got the shaft. But you know what? She got the best part of the shaft because, everyone, I'm laughing and giggling and kiki over these memes about, oh, he's just built different. Prince Harry, or Prince whatever his name is, I don't know who's who. But her husband is built different. Look at him. Yeah, he is built different because, first of all, he's got red hair. And I don't know if I've talked about it on this channel, but I do believe that people were like, oh, well, people who have red hair are soulless and da-da-da. It's the opposite. They have, the strongest soul. They're, very kind. Every time someone has a negative indication to something that's not something that should have a negative indication, it's reality. You know what I mean? It's the opposite. So, whatever. Yeah, but you know what? He still comes from a racist family with, they're rich because of slavery, just saying. It's not because they were selling spices and beans in Spain, okay? It was racism. Their money should really be given to all black people. If I was, I'm telling you, if I just took over, I'd be all right, just exit your house. I'm sorry, exit your house. But that's just me. So, what do we do from here? Meghan Markle is a white passing woman who married into a racist family. And when she got privilege and happiness in America, she thought she could waltz over to England and be in the royal family without being treated that way. She's like, oh my gosh, I didn't think I was going to get treated like a black person, Oprah. I thought I was just going to canoodle in. I don't know. I was shocked. Oprah. I didn't think they were going to treat me like a black person. It's hard. And okay, it's yeah. The whole suicide thing was terrible because no matter what, I don't care if you are black, white, Asian, Hispanic, Anglo-Saxon. I don't care where you come from. If you're a woman and you're pregnant, leave her alone. That's why on Florida Bama Shore, I'm just shut up, Gus. You stink. You suck. You are a loser. You're good for nothing. No one likes you. That's why you ain't got no girlfriend. That's why no girl wants to be around you. That's why you tell girls that they're ugly and stuff and all that. That's why Nielsa got Gus 2.0. Shut up. You stink. And so does Kirk. But, yeah. Let me just come back. I sound a different way because I just woke up. And I chose violence. My head hurts. I still have my retainer in, so it may sound like it, but whatever. This is me. And yeah. Meghan Markle, the whole situation. There's so many situations that I can be, okay, oh my goodness, I feel for you. When you were pregnant, no one should have been treating you any type of way. Yes, they are being racist to you because guess what? They still believe in the one drop rule. We are living in a society where one part of the society is we're all black, we all black. And the other side of the society is one drop rule. So we cannot live in a society that way. We just can't. We're either going to say, she's not black or she is black. And she is ethnic. It's hard for me to say black because she was chosen by the royal family. There's no way That there's it's a make-believe story. It's make-believe to think that Meghan Markle just out of nowhere, Prince Harry grabbed her and said, "We married now." The queen had to say yes. The queen's husband, because he is not king, of course not, because he's scrub. He is scrub. They all said yes. They all said yes. This is acceptable. Yes, this is acceptable. There was no sneaking around the queen. And by the by, guys, by the by, the queen is the highest authority. There's no institution. Oh, these people, it's the queen. It's the queen. So what's the point of her being there? If she's a figure, get rid of her. She need to remove herself and her family, because she's sitting on skulls of black people and ethnic people around the world that they enslaved. Because it wasn't just black people. They love to talk about, oh, it was just black people so that we feel inferior. It was any person who was dark skinned. In fact, in China right now, or in, I don't know, some Asian country, I have no idea. I'm not going to say it and be like wrong. But in an Asian country right now, I'm pretty sure it's China, because people had an issue with it for Mulan. They have concentration camps holding people that are dark skinned, that are not black at all. That are not black at all. I'm pretty sure they're putting them to work. I'm pretty sure they're doing things that, a slave would do. I'm pretty sure they're making sure some of them cannot have children and some of them can, so they can keep whatever they're doing going. That's what slavery was. So don't give me this crap about how only black people were chosen to be slaves and how we're at no. It's a whole situation. It's an issue where people think that if you have dark skin, you belong outside, and you're like, it's a whole situation. It's a stupid situation, but it's a whole situation. Add that. With this whole, like I said, I'm all for Oprah. I'm sick of people trying to bring Oprah down. Like, bring all these other Anglo-Saxon white people down. Like, leave Oprah alone, honestly. Let her be rich, and that's it. There are so many other, there's barely any billionaire black people, and y'all are going to go for the strongest heavy hitter one. Just because she's not, just like Obama, his job was to get rid of racism, and since he didn't do that, he's not a good president. Yeah, he did do things that other presidents have done. That does not make him a bad president because he's black and he did those things. Let him be black, and that's it. There's nothing else he could have done. As we see, the one drop rule still exists to everyone. So let's not pretend that they think that anybody who's identifying as whatever isn't black. Kamala Harris, someone, honestly, people love to say how much someone's not black, but they still get treated like that. They still get treated like that. Meghan Markle is a very privileged black person. When she, as a biracial person, chose to be with Prince Philip, because she did. She accepted. She chose to make her children white. Now, if anyone knows anything about biology, 9 times out of 10, her daughter may be black. Maybe. That's a very strong maybe. Let's look at Kanye West's kids to get this settled. Anyone can be anything. When you're rich, you can literally make your kid anything. So, I am not surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if their child, Archie, was black and they just made him white. They can do that. They've got money. So, there's really no issue for them, at least. It's an issue for me, because why are you changing the dynamic of your child? Let nature take its course. That's the whole thing. That's the whole reason why we've got wombs, so we can just make the baby and we not know what it is, and it shouldn't really matter. And if you try to change it, then you are disgusting scrub. Trying to change the hair color and the eye color. freaking accept whatever happens and freaking deal with it. Deal with it. But yeah, so all in all, this is all disappointing. But like I said, let's talk about Kanye West kids. So Kanye West comes from a black mom. I really don't know what his father looks like. I'm pretty sure he's black too. But Kim is not any ethnicity. If anyone tells you, oh, she's from this, maybe post-colonialism. If you want to know their real color, look at their hands, because they don't mess with their hands. They don't mess with them. Maybe now, because people are talking about she looked like she wearing gloves, she will. But look to the fingernails. Look close to the fingernails. Look to her feet, because she's not going to paint her feet. She's Anglo-Saxon of the Caucasus Mountains. I don't care if your father was Armenian, your mother is white. I really don't know why the male seed is strong like that, like Game of Thrones, where they're like, oh, it's literally just propaganda to keep patriarchy alive. Women are the one who carried the baby. Women are the ones who it's just natural. It's just what we do. Like, women are like 95% of the process. Like, you really don't need a man. You just need his sperm. And, oh, you don't need a woman. You need her womb. Like, okay, try to have a womb and just let it sit there. Like, okay, women feed the baby. If that wasn't the case, maybe you'd have a case. But since that is, you can shut up and sit down until men start giving birth. No. This is just all tiring. I really don't want to talk about this. Like, everyone's popping out a video about Meghan Markle, so I guess I have to. I already have a crudes video in the process I'm trying to make, and I got to make this stupid video for the algorithm to make sure that people are looking at my stuff still. I really didn't want to have to deal with this. I saw it. I saw Oprah pretend to be surprised that they were like, yeah, they're racist. Wow, I didn't know that England was still racist, because y'all got black people all up in there. Y'all, the people you use in our movies to talk about our civil rights activists and leaders are from the UK. Dude from Get Out, from the UK. Dude that played dude that played L in Death Note. Dude that was in Get Out. Dude that was in that other whatever, I don't know if it's Snowfall, something. He is from the UK. He might as well be indoctrined into the Caucasus Mountain School of Caucasianness. They don't get black Americans to play these roles. Whether it's out of respect or out of disrespect is a whole nother topic. What I'm saying is there should be no debate. There should be no issue or surprise here. Meghan Markle was white passing. She knew her white passing self. She thought her white passing self was going to white pass right into the monarchy. When that didn't work, she was like, let's get out of here. Because she didn't want to have to deal with it. We got to deal with it every day. We can't just pretend we're not black. We can't just pretend we're not ethnic and put it up in the closet and close it. We can't hide in the closet. We are black regardless, especially to people who got the one drop rule. People who are white passing, it's not any black person's fault that they are white passing. It's not Meghan Markle's fault. It is her fault that she threw herself into a family that benefited off of destroying, demolishing, and ruining half of what makes her her, off the backs of black people and ethnic people of all places. They are conquerors. Why are we still dealing with monarchies? The Queen is head of state, and they just removed her as head of state in some place. Like, I can't remember what it is. I don't want to say the wrong thing. But she was like in 10 plus places. She's head of state. Like, get her off that stuff. She can come in at, like, they say that she has no real power. But in all reality, if they wanted to pull up, they could pull up. What y'all doing? Why doesn't anyone rush up and get them? Do people have guns in there? Are they using muskets still? Go get him. Go get them. Claim the crown. Divide the pieces among your subjects. All right, so even the vocabulary of monarchy is disgusting. Subjects. You're my subjects. You get, like, in science, you're my subjects. I get to test on you stuff before I give it to myself. Did the queen even get the vaccine? Is she giving the vaccine to her subjects? If she's such a figurehead, why is she still there? If she's such a figurehead, why is she still not giving people titles? Because someone was like, Archie wasn't going to get... So did he get a title, though? Did he get a title, though, because he's not ethnic looking? And by the way, your child can change within 3 months. So don't even talk to me. I was white as the driven snow when I was born. For those who know what I look like, yeah. I was white as the driven snow. So babies are going to look like whatever they're going to look like when they get older, and you're just going to have to deal with it. And if you did something and you injected something into your womb so that your baby would not be dark skinned, I pity you. I really pity you. Because that is sick and vile that you would just accept what life has to give you, and you have to use your millions and waste them into destroying what nature has done. It's one thing to be born and say, you know what, I want breast implants and change what nature has given you. Or I want different colored contacts, not make your eye a different color. Freaking get contacts, scrub, freaking tiny scrub. Ruining your eyes, going blind. Making your kid blind because you don't want your kid to have brown eyes. You don't want them to look like a peasant in the eye of the queen. Screw you. Screw all of you. This is why I didn't want to talk about it, because I really, like, it's just, there's so much about it that I'm just like, what's the point of talking about this? We're going to be in the same position. And Piers Morgan walking off, doing all this crap, saying all this crap about Meghan Markle, and I don't believe it, and I think, and with your half-cocked, ugly self, Omarosa needs to replace you. I don't care if she's not from the UK. They need to just get Omarosa on the phone for one hot minute so that he can be like, I can't take this anymore. Because Omarosa taking his job will make him consider. Then he'll be like, oh, well, maybe I understand. Maybe. I know he wouldn't, because he's too conceited to. What I'm saying is he will know how it feels if Omarosa takes his job. That's all I'm saying. Like, oh my goodness. All this. And then she's pregnant with a girl that I know is going to be dark. Like, y'all know she's going to be dark. Like, dark, like, black does not just disappear. That's one big reason why there's the one drop rule. Because they know in their hearts that there is some ethnicity to them, and they're going to feel some type of way. Regardless of all the Doja Cats and all the other people who are light-skinned, who do their best to make sure they're not associated with us except when they're trying to get a paycheck. Meghan Markle, I hate to say she knew what she was getting herself into, because that's what every white supremacist, white woman, like white person on the internet and on the news said. She knew what she was getting herself into. Because it's like, if someone came down to me and was like, you're about to be Duchess, or like you're about to be sworn in to be somebody something, it comes with some harsh things. Like, being famous comes with some things that you just have to know or get out. It can destroy you. But that is not an excuse to be racist. I'm sorry. Like, there's never going to be a time where racism is the answer or the right thing to do. Racism is a social construct that needs to dissolve ASAP. I'm so done talking about how Meghan Markle is being treated this way, honestly. Like, they just need to be lucky and be thankful that they're not being ripped out of that castle. They just need to shut up and keep their inbred mouths closed. They're all ugly. All of the royal is ugly. Even Meghan Markle's husband. I hate that people are raising up so much what they look like, what he looks like. He's ugly too. He can get the smoke. Because I can't drag you out that castle physically, I will verbally drag you out that castle. Let's start with the crypt keeper. Boy, you are serving very much already dead. Why are you going to the hospital? Go to the crypts. You keep the crypts. You look like a corpse. How old are you? Let's go to that girl that's talking smack and making Meghan Markle cry. You ugly. You disgusting. So is your husband. So is everyone around you. Y'all all look like the mice. You know Gus, and you know whatever his name is, all the mice from Cinderella. Y'all look like them. Every last one of y'all look like the mice from Cinderella. Cinderella, like that's what y'all look like. Y'all look like Gus. Like 3 of y'all look like Gus. And y'all know which 3 I'm talking about. It's 2 girls and a guy. I'm not going to say nothing about the queen. Because it's just like whatever. She's probably senile. But I know somebody in that house ain't senile because someone's upholding the white supremacy. I heard someone talking about, it was someone that should have known better. Everyone should know better. Old, young. If you don't know better and you're 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, you need to either get checked for Alzheimer's and dementia, or you need to shut up with that crap because you're too old to be talking about, I don't know any better. You got adults talking about they don't know any better. Kids don't even say they don't know any better. If you didn't know any better, you wouldn't be able to say you didn't know any better. When someone says you don't know any better, that's someone else saying that because you cannot in your head get that. Y'all don't know nothing about science. Like the frontal lobe is like the last thing to be developed until you're 25. That's why I really don't understand why the consent age is 16 in some places and 18 in most. Because you're not fully developed until you are 25. You cannot make complete rational decisions until you're 25. If I were queen, I would turn it up. Someone want to fight me, you can get the axe off with your head. Honestly, anyone who wants to be with someone under the age of 18 is a pedophile. Anyone who wants to be under the age of 21, borderline pedophile. They just don't want to be called a pedophile. So they said 18. Like that's any better than 16. You're still a teenager. Why isn't it 20? Why isn't it 20 at the very least? Y'all disgusting. I would never, if I'm like 30, I would never want to date someone in their teens. Ever. You disgusting. And then all those people I told you I wasn't going to talk about this. Like, I'm going to make a separate video because I had a bunch of people coming at me talking about, my family. I had this girl I knew. She was like, my family, my mom's 20 and my dad was 15. They're happy. Shut up. You don't know what your parents are. You really don't know what your parents are. They'd show you what they want to show you. If you got a close relationship with your family, that's great. You think that you got a close relationship with your family, that's cool. You think that. Parents are just parents. But you guys, most of the time, people see their parents as parents. Parents are just humans. They make mistakes. They try to hide their shame. But a 30-year age gap is disgusting. I'm sorry. Hate to break it to you, but your family nasty. All the people talking about how, oh, it's okay. It's not okay. It's not okay. It's something that it fetishizes young women. And it's disgusting. And I hate it. I hate it. I can't talk about it anymore. I'm already amped up about the whole Meghan Markle thing. Bottom line is, she was white passing. She honestly, like, the privilege was she got picked. Like, I wouldn't be chosen. My mom wouldn't be chosen. Nobody that I knew would be chosen. Nicki Minaj would not have been chosen. Like, no one that looked like any sort of black would have been chosen. He chose her because he likes black women, but he doesn't want to disappoint his white supremacist family. So he chose someone who looked very much white. Someone who could act white and sway and swoon white. And then when they needed to cater to black people, get a black sermon or a black piano player, like, and then say, yeah, we hip, we in style. That's what they wanted. They would never choose an outright Asian woman. They would never choose an outright black woman. They would never choose an outright Hispanic person. They would never choose anyone outright. And we know what outright signs look like. You are stupid and a fool if you think that I don't see color. I don't see. I'm blind. Because you're not. You need to look around and really see how blind you are. If you're surrounded by white people, you're not blind. You're comfortable around your own. And you need to figure out why you're uncomfortable around others. And you need to get that fixed before you even step foot into my society. And if you can't handle that, go live in the woods with the animals and let them eat you alive. I am so done. I didn't think I was going to make this video. And then I go on YouTube and I see everyone talking about Meghan Markle. So freaking thanks. Now I got to stupid talk about Meghan Markle while I still got my retainer in my mouth. Final thoughts. Ha ha ha. Prince whatever Phillips or whatever, whoever, Gus number 3.579, like, of the royal house is going to come out and say, oh, we are very much not racist. Like, has anyone ever said, yep, this is what it is? Without a time when it was black and white and people were getting spit at just for trying to go to school or try to drink some water or try to go into a pool. They put bleach in there so that they it's like insane. You guys are insane. I'm not going to believe a racist when they say they're not racist. We're not asking you to say that you are. You can say that you are and still have the same things go on. Show it. Freaking show it. You can take a knife and stab someone and be like, I'm not stabbing you. And as long as you are still stabbing that person, it doesn't matter what you say. You're still stabbing them. Quit stabbing us. We don't care what you say. Don't say literally keep your mouth shut. We could care less. Show it.